Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story Nomad Series 3 with me, Sid. And we were catching on where I left off. There's another storage vessel cooking there. However, I have got a anvil mold in here because we're going to need to make one. These are hardened, so we can make those into tools, which is going to be good. I just need to find somewhere to pop that, and I need either 4. Tell you what, we'll take a full stack just in case. But again, I don't want to get caught out by having everything we need to make an anvil and not having the anvil bolts, because that takes time. All of these things take time, and time is the one thing you don't have an abundance of. So realistically, the only thing we have to do today is get copper with our pick. I'm not going to take my hang on, that like that, there we go. I'm not going to take a lot with me for this. We are going to try our luck, because we are still on things. I'm going to try my luck on this island, just see if I can't find a few caves, because caves, I think, are my best chance of locating ruins, which are my best chance of locating flax fibres. So that's the plan. I may just try around this side of the island, because we haven't gone over here yet as well. So I'm going to hunt around, see what I can find, and I'll be back in a moment. Well, this is one of those rivers, and one of the complaints about the rivers mod is these tunnels. You often see people don't like them. They're apparently not very realistic. Me, I don't care. I actually quite like them. I think they look quite cool. But one of the advantages to these tunnels is they do dig straight through the sides of hills and can expose useful things like copper ore, well, ores of any kind, but surface ones obviously are the more probabilistic that you're going to encounter, because closer to the surface. Kind of makes sense if you think about it. But they also expose caves, so we'll be able to go and explore those as well. But while we're here, I'm going to just take advantage of this. I know it's only 4, but you know, copper's copper. I'll take it. Be foolish not to, especially while we've got nearly 900 durability on. I think, don't forget, I doubled the durability on tools because I hate making tools, and I don't like, well, I think when a game becomes too much about just making the tools constantly, it loses something in that bit of the exaggerated gameplay loop. So yeah, it's just personal dislike, but you know, the nice thing about games is you play them how you want to, and what you find fun, I suppose, is the key. You know what? And the great thing about Vintage Story, of course, is it is flexible enough that you can do that. You know, it has configuration up. Out of the box, you can change the settings like tool durability. So that's great. Right, we're going to mark this one as done. I'm just going to put them in as red once I've depleted them. It'll give me like a history of my travels that you can track on the, not necessarily track time wise, but you'll be able to track them on the map, and you'll be able to see where I've been and what I've depleted and what I haven't. Hang on. Yeah, nothing in there. But there is that bigger one there, look. Which has got this rather handy, let me get around the side that things, this rather handy stalagmite. Right, now we need to things. So, for example, I don't like the idea that torches get put out when they're in your inventory in your backpack. Now, I like the idea that they do for realism's sake. You know, clearly having a lit torch in your backpack. Bismuth, medium. Well, you know what? We might as well get it. It's... I don't know how much there'll be. Because that's all I found. Yeah, so from purely realism stakes, I would be the first to agree that having, oh, there's some more. I'd be the first to agree that having torches going out there in your backpack, in fact, you know, from a realism point of view, not being able to put lit torches in your backpack, that would seem, whoa, that was odd. But anyway, we might as well, again, we'll not necessarily use a lot of this, but while we're actually finding it and digging, and we've got durability, we might as well, you can't get it, eh? Bismuth. Seeing any more down here, or anything else of any great significance, so we'll continue onwards. But yeah, just thought we'd come back in for that. There's a rusty gear over there, which I'll go and grab, just because, you know, I can. And well, I'll be back with you next thing we find of interest. Alright, found a cave. We are up on this island in the middle of nowhere. And what you have to remember about caves is whilst mobs aren't spawning, that doesn't stop locusts spawning from locust nests. So yeah, we're not playing with those. Just because there's too many to play with. This was quite an awkward cave to get down into as well, which was a pain. But oh well. Again, looking for things. There's some silver down there, so should I ever need silver, we know where we can find it at least. But other than that, this island looks pretty. Oh, that's probably going into the same place, same death hole, and I mean, I could grab. I'll take them. I can always get rid of the seeds later if I've got spelt growing over at that base camp anyway. What I would really like to find is growing flax, because if I can find some growing flax that's ripe, then I can get those all important flax fibers. But it's getting dark. We are, I think we're on 5 days until respawn. So now after this night it'll be 4 days. It's getting very close to things. What we got? 2 days. 2 days, we'll eat those for now. I'm looking at those puffballs going, should I gather? And then realizing that maybe if I do that, then I'm just clogging up my inventory with yet more stuff. I'm going to bang those together. And what I really do need is, I really do need to find this flax. That is the missing ingredient from my from my wish list, or one of the missing ingredients from my wish list. Now there is looks to be a largest expanse of land up there, so I think we're going to head up north still while we are reasonably, I use the word reasonably secure. Like we've just proven we're not 100% secure because hostiles can spawn. It's just we're limiting what hostiles. We don't have to worry about bowtorns or drifters or shivers that spawn naturally yet. That doesn't mean we're home scot-free though. It really doesn't mean that at all. And the ruins have been really tightwaddy. See, I would have said that looked interesting, but I don't think it's going to give me anything useful. We still need. Wow. Okay, there's quite a lot of exploration potentials up here. I'm not sure which one I like the look of best. Some good bands of quartz up there, which of course I can dig now, so you know, a lantern is a possibility. I need to double check whether I've got the mod in that allows me to stick the lantern in my first slot as well, but obviously that doesn't apply until we get a backpack. You don't just get that for free on anything, but yeah, if we haven't, we'll add it, because I think that is again, that's another quality of life mod that I personally think is great, the idea of hanging a light from your backpack at a cost of, you know, using up a slot of inventory space. However, we are here. What have we got? Wow, this is, oh, there's something going on up there. That could be interesting. I think there might be something going on there, but that might just be a geographic land formation, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean it's just because it thinks it's only F2B2, but that definitely looks interesting. It is 8 o'clock, so we should be good. 7 hours on 8 will take me to 3 in the morning. So let's go with that, shall we? And then we can head up to that ruin and see what we can find. Be back in a mo. Oh, we've got a trader over here, so I'm going to see what he's selling. Copper, okay. It's poor again, but we'll take. If I see poor copper, especially poor copper in a, might as well have it. Don't know where it is though. I mean, that was one tiny bit. So it's got to be underneath this trace. I didn't put a vessel on my back, did I? So this is going to be problematic, I suspect. But still, we got to the, there we go, and it's poor still, so that's fine. Well, I don't really care. We'll grab it anyway because, you know, it's cluttering on my inventory already. So every bit of copper is one more bit of copper towards the anvil. And also some more bronze, because I think I've got enough cassiterite to do more bronze. Which means, personally, I'm one of these people that likes to have a spare essential tool, in like a, you know, it's like a spare pickaxe head, just in case. Because you know at some point your tools are going to break, so you kind of, makes sense to me to have a spare on hand ready, rather than be panicking at the last minute when you realise that it's going to break. So we'll get this, we'll go and see that trader quickly, and we'll head into that that ruin and see what they've got. And there's another one I noticed. There's a little like desert of fair up there, and then there's another ruin there. So, and that will take us over to this river. Which gives us even more options. Although we need to be aware that we've got to get home at some point, and we've got to process all of this. So, yeah, there is such a thing as getting too carried away. Now, do you go? No, you don't. Okay, that's fine. How do I get out? Here. Not going to worry about that because it's just going to take up. In fact, I'll cover that. There you go. Freeze up an inventory slot. And we'll mark you in red to indicate that it's depleted. I'd love to have a depleted icon. That would be, I think, something that would be useful. Local goods for local people. 28 gears for metalworking. 10 gears. I have 1 gear on me because I didn't bring my wallet. Alright, we're going to have a look at this ruin instead. And hope that it's not infested. It is definitely a better ruin, so that's hopeful, and there's quite a bit to it actually. Right, so for starters, I need you need to get in my inventory. Instead of that, you have got a tunic, a ruined warhammer, some copper bits. That's fine, because what we can do now is we can pop some of this lot in there, and we can pick you up, and you can become my new backplate thing. Empty, empty. Quill and ink. Purple orange book. No, doesn't appear to have any value whatsoever. And then up here there's another bed, so we'll have that. And I think that's it for that little bit of the ruin, but there's more ruin. There's a little bit here, look. We'll sort out our inventory properly once we've finished having a good look in here. Okay, that's different apparently. We'll take the croc, we'll pop you down. We'll sap bamboo. Actually, we will have that, because we're going to be a while before we get south enough to find them naturally. Still not seeing any unpleasantness spawning around. There's a scroll which we can read, and then we can put it down. If I can ever get out of here anyway. And then you, I'd like to pick up as well. Empties. Yeah, nothing really in there, is there? Oh, hello. 2 of those. I'll not say no. Did the other one have one of those? Yeah, that's not going to play, is it? We're going to have to do this from the outside, I think. Two and 2. So, yeah. No, I think that's that. These ruins are just so handy for finding important stuff. Now, let's have a look what we got in here. The glass is very interesting. I need to get rid of something though. Tell you what, get rid of the straw bed, and then we can put you up there, and I can place that down, because I need to be a little bit more selective about what I'm keeping, for one. For example, those gears are definitely a keepy. Gives me 4 to play with now, woohoo. Now the question is, on other ruins, some of these altars actually have something underneath them. This one does not. That's fine. How much effort do I want to put into getting the glass in this place? I mean, that's cute. I've got one of those in. I think they make quite nice ornaments, but I'm not entirely sure if there's really anything else in here worthwhile fighting over. What we'll do is we can get rid of you. We can take you and turn you into flax thread. We can turn you, and you can become flax thread. There, we've got enough now for a tent, which is all we actually came out for. So we just need to have a little think about what out of all of these bits and pieces I want and don't want. Do a little bit of inception there. Get rid of you. Anything else out of this lot? We'll keep those. They stack too deep. Doesn't really matter, does it? No. So we can just go and get rid of you. Did I read that? No. You, and we'll get rid of you. I don't need any of that, but I do. Amazing, this hasn't got any of that. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Torch holders. That's something I haven't found yet. Right, there is that ruin to the north. We'll head there, and then we are going to head back because we're running very low on. I'm going to sprint through this bit because I just don't trust there not to be growly things. And we're not actually short of food at the moment, which is always nice. But yeah, we'll go to that other ruin, and then we will head back because we need to start mining some copper. More copper. Obviously we'd mine some copper, but we're going to need to mine some more copper to see. There is a cave entrance here, I think. Not the kind that I like though. That one is a little bit more friendly. We'll have a quick peek down here just because we can. I think it's just going to connect up. that, isn't it? And that continues. Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, that's not happening. Okay, yeah, I'll get to that ruin. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, here we are. I got distracted by a disappointing cave. A food vessel. It's just going to be grains, but never look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, that's always welcome, because you can get a few good bits out of that. But a lot of what we were getting out of that is kind of deprecated. You know, it's less useful. We've got some copper. That was a 12 in the combat, and a new shovel to replace the one that just broke on me. Flint knife, don't care. I've just picked it back up again, haven't I? What's going on around here? Oat or note before we tackle the main event, if you like. Nah, not seeing much. What's going down there? Hole, obviously. And you've got a little bit of a... Again, most of these rooms you could dig up, but the time and effort required to dig these up is probably not worthwhile. But this is a vanilla ruin, or if it's not a vanilla ruin, it's a very vanilla-esque version of a better ruin, just because it's quite bland. Oh, the flying buttresses, that's quite nice. You got anything? Again, not going to start excavating too deeply, because it just won't be worth it. What I'm trying to see is if there's anything hidden up at the top there, because that's a common trick, is to hide stuff up high up, which it isn't. There's nothing there. Right, doesn't matter. We got what we came for. We got the thing. So I am tempted now. I think what we'll do is we will follow this river out this way. Hopefully that will get us out to the ocean, and then we can just boogie board all the way back. It's probably the safest and quickest means of transportation. One of the reasons why we put rivers in the first place was for the transportation options. So I will follow this out, and hopefully I'll see you back at home. Okay, we got back. It's 8 o'clock at night, so we've got plenty of things to be on with. And our anvil mould completed, as did our storage vessel. So we've got lots of things to be on with. We also have 11 things of bony soil, so that will keep us, and we've got some combat skill, which I don't think will make much difference in my 12.5 out of 100. We ain't getting nothing out of that yet. Survival, we still got a little bit to go, but we got, you know, we're starting to get levels and stuff. Collecting, we're starting to pick up, so you know, this is all going good. However, the important thing is, let me get this down, is we got 2 more of those. I've got loads of these, but we got this. This is critical, because with that we can make that. And this is used to make a tent bag. We also need 4 rope. Now I'm fairly certain I had 1 kicking around. Have I got the rest? If I haven't, we shall have to go and hunt some down. 2. We've got 2. I need some more of that. That's the technical term, more. Anywhere I can just drop off, well, I can drop that off there, can't I? That's a start. Then we can go and find some more cattails. So I know where there are some. However, might not be the easiest of place to source them, but we'll head over anyway. We'll give myself another inventory slot while we're at it. Yeah, there's some over here, look, and then we've got plenty. We'll be fine. We don't even have to go that far. I thought I was going to have to go over to that lake over there, but apparently not, so that's all good. It is dark, and I apologise for that, but well, let's see. That's 1 rope. You know what? Let's just get everything. It's not like I'm not going to have carrying capacity very shortly. So yeah, we might as well fill our boots, so to speak. And once we've got that, and I've only got 1 stick. Right, I need to go over and get some sticks, but we'll do that in the morning. I'm going to sift the bony soil, I think, through the night. The other thing we can be on with, if I've got enough, and let's go and find out if we've got enough, shall we? Oh dear, this is not the easiest of things. Let me do that. So what we need to do is we're going to take you and we're going to combine you with our solitary stick, and then we're going to hammer, not the bismuth, we'll do the copper. So that's 128 and 7. Plus another 103. Now I need 900. So that is 6. We've got it. We've got the copper. We've got enough to make a copper anvil. That's all we needed. So let me grab you. Let's let me put you back down a second. No, we'll do it upstairs. Doesn't matter. We'll stick you in there, and I'm going to make that's 5. That's 9. That leaves me with 51. That leaves me with enough to make another batch of, well, certainly another batch of bronze, which is great. That's good news. And we'll take a little bit of you, we'll stick that in, we'll get you lit, and I'll get ready to stick some black coal. Maybe about 6 or so in there. That should be enough, I think. And of course, yeah, we're going to need that in a moment. And we're going to fill that up and we'll have an anvil, which will be great. So the only thing between us right now is stickage. Actually, there is a means of getting sticks. I don't need to go hunting them. I keep forgetting I've added this mod, and that is I can get sticks from firewood. Because it's a pet bugbear of mine when you have artificial limitations like only be able to get sticks from branches. 3 days left until monsters appear. Anyway, let me get this anvil cast, and then we can start looking at moving to the next stage. Now, if I can do 3 bronze, what should I do? That's a good question. Probably a prospecting pig for definite. I may need a chisel, that's possible. Although not specifically for building. This is something we may not be able to do with the setup yet, but we'll cross that bridge in a moment. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, well, it's 4:30 in the morning. I cooked up some food. I'm just cooking up a little bit more because that was going off. I've only got the one bowl unless did I pick up another one? I can't remember. I picked up another crock. Oh, we can put that in a crock, might as well. This is as good a place as any. Boop and boop. And we'll take that. Yeah, so sticks are simple. Sticks are just chop it like that. So we need to start planning our marvellous base of basiness, and I'm going to need a fair bit more land over here to plan this out on, because you're going to go 1 and then 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. We're going to have a base area which is like that basically, which we can come up with a bit more. 1, 2 and 3, and then you're going to have that space there. That space there. That there. And so I need a little bit more dirt, which thankfully is relatively abundant, so alright, it's very abundant, let's be honest. Very tempted to go get that eyesore of a lump up there, to be honest. Just because it's so... hello snake, sorry, don't mind me. I am naturally phobic about those things because, you know, snakes... Well, some of the snakes in this are venomous. I just don't know what their triggers are. What gets them riled up with you that makes them want to attack. And as I say, I'm not entirely sure what the effects of their venom are in this game. Now, if it were Minecraft, you know, my hunger bar would go green. I'd probably get a nausea for a short period, and you know, want to say nothing no more about it. But this isn't Minecraft. This is a vintage story, and there's a little bit in me that suggests that if you get bitten by a highly venomous snake, the mod author went, you know what, let's do like we do in the real world and have you drop dead. So my kind of practical idea here is don't get bitten by a highly venomous snake, and that seems to be, you know, a reasonable precaution. I'm going to grab myself a goodly chunk of this just because having blocks is never a bad thing anyway, and you know, I'm kind of working on this, so we'll go on this basis. I am going to need more sticks. I will just use some firewood though, probably for it, because I'm not dreadfully attached to this copper axe. Yeah, just grab this medium fertility stuff from the outside just to treat. Oh, I've got one too many now, damn it. So we'll convert you over. That's the starting point, and then we'll do the rest. Benefits of this stuff is it doesn't grow grass, so you know. There we go, and we'll give myself a little path log out to Tent City. Right, now what we're going to need to do is go up there and take the top layer of this tower down. For starters, there's a whole load of building materials here, and these are going to be ideal to make myself a temporary shelter. And it is going to be temporary because we're going to make nice shelters in the long run, but for now we are working with what we got, and what we got is not a lot, so I suppose it's more than I could have worked with wood, I suppose, as well. That would have been another alternative. So yeah, let's go down, grab this layer off. I'm not going to take the roof off until we've exhausted all the other blocks around the area, because we've got all of this look, which will be perfect. Especially now I can get the blocks that it told me I couldn't get before. We'll get there. You never know, we might find something hidden once you... Because one thing I do find with better ruins is they do like to hide things. They're sneaky. That's the thing. They are sneaky little sneaks. I also need to make that tent back, don't I? So we can go and do this. But let's start off with some corner pieces. I go 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Then I'm going to kind of come in here like this. It's not going to be a perfect tent, and this is going to be, that's the middle. Right, that's going to be a bit of an awkward position to mark, isn't it? Oh well, we'll address it. And it goes up to 7 by 7, but the reason I want this is I would like to actually put in a fireplace back here, and then we'll put the door there. That is actually 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the middle there, that one. So it's just in the door. So yeah, I'm going to get myself a little bit of work done just getting the basics down, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so there's a couple of things we need to try. First, we've got an anvil. It's a copper anvil, and it can sit outside the actual dwelling. So this is what we've got so far. And what I do want to do is just go quickly grab, oh hello, some of that. That will give me my fireplace, so that's going to be all nice. Now this is obviously really crude, there's no roof on it, it's could be 3 higher than it is. There's lots of things we could do better in here, don't like, for starters. But if we were to make up our tent bag. Now I have altered the configuration to allow me to pick up anvils. Now in the previous version that did not work, and it still doesn't. Okay, that's fine. So there's two things we can do here. One is we can pick up the anvil when we're not using it and put it away. It's kind of a bit old school, but it would work. The other is we can try and fool the system. So what we'll do while we're here, for example, you know, we can put a lot of this stuff away, and then we can put more on the outside. I'm going to I don't know, we'll stick one of these out here. That will do fine. Maybe we'll do something up there, I don't know. We've got another one of those. So basically what we want is we need this to be as living compatible as possible. So we've got 2 beds, might as well. Actually we'll keep those, that way if I ever forget one we're okay. But we can pop down a bed there, so that's all sorted for sleeping. I think if I hunt around somewhere we should have some there we go. Whilst this is not traditionally a light source you would use, I mean its light levels are, actually its light level is not bad, it's level 20, so that is, no, we'll have you in here. I'll probably stick you somewhere a bit more sensible than that, but you know, that's fine for now. There is that, let me have that. Just again, because I think we can make this, I mean that's actually not a good use of that space, but it doesn't matter. We're not that precious, or are we? But we do want you. I want that. It's 3 days. I want that. 3 days. Not a huge amount of time on these, but we can eat that. And then we can at least start putting things into place in the places they belong. So, for example, you can go in there. That can go there. That one can go to the, well, I would have preferred you at the back, but that's your one at the front. I'm actually well provisioned for food, but we're starting to get to the point where we're ready to move. So you and you, let's go and get all of that out of there. Let's put it in there. Now I am tempted to actually put something to cook out here as well, so that kind of maybe works there, especially if I can just grab wrong thing. Come on, one of you be, no, just one piece of grass, that's all I want. Thank you. So that can go there with another 4 pieces of firewood, and that. So that's all ready to rock and roll. We probably need more firewood. Well, the one I definitely need to get you converted into an axe. Ready for that. I don't think we've got space on there, so I definitely need more sticks. So we'll make another tool rack. We can grab you. We can grab you. Any more tools kicking around? Nope. Nope. Just stuff. And then basically I'm going to get everything moved over and into this temporary setup we've got out here. I'm very tempted to do another one, but for now that can go up. That can go up. That can go up. So, what we need to do, I need to get you going to do me another batch of bronze, because I'm going to make myself another bronze pick, which we'll leave here, but we're also going to have a bronze ingot. Actually, we're going to have 2 bronze ingots. I think that's, yeah, because then we're going to have to forge out a couple of items. So take these, they can all go away, and again this will do for storage. Let's get some bronze going, shall we? For that I'm going to need 55 and 5. Oh, and some black coal. Right, because I think I can get this anvil to go into the tent bag using some trickery. Need the torch. Please don't have gone out. Please don't have gone out. Lovely, thank you. I still need a torch. We haven't actually found a torch holder, as best as I can tell. I mean, not desperate, we've got a light source there, but, you know, would be nice. Right, what else have we got? You and you. Right, we're going to get you. You can remain back. You can go in there temporarily. And then we need to look at these baskets, don't we? Oh, and you as well. Okay, well, I'm going to continue arranging, moving, and I'll be back with you in a little while. Of course, there is one thing we need if we're going to forge, and that is a forge. So what I'm going to do, I think, here is I should have a few blocks of this stuff left, shouldn't I? Yep, and yep. We shall bring this up here. Can't quite make that jump, but that's fine. Again, the forge will go out if it gets rained on, so we shall place that there. And then don't pick up some what I did. Let's try and kill this copper. We're not getting anywhere killing this copper axe, are we? But we can pop you there. That can go on there. Might as well have one more. And I think what we'll do is we shall place you there. So this is our little forge area. Bang, bang, bang on the hammer. Everything's all good. This is our cooling tin bronze, and we just need to go through all of this and sort it out. This is a bit of a mess at the moment, but that's fine. I'm not looking for perfection. We will take my pan. In fact, I might even do a bit of panning while I'm waiting, because we can, and we might as well actually put you on my back, because we also can. Those will need to go away. This is all emptied of everything useful. I realise it's very dark, so let's go. Yeah, this is emptied of everything useful except for those two now bits. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. That's all stuff. So yeah, we're just going to sit here and pan some bony soil for a while, and I will see you once all of that stuff's cooled and we can forge up the last things and hopefully get what we need. Back in a moment. Alright, so it's... I can probably take that out of my things. I've just gone through all of that. I've got quite a few candles up here now, so we're well lit. But what I do need to do is light up this forge, because we've got 2 bronze ingots in there. We are going to need you in my offhand, and we are going to need you in my hand, and then we're going to wait for these to heat up to smelting temperature, and we are going to make a prospecting pick and a chisel. I did think about spears, but I sifted 2 copper spearheads, so coupled with our scrap spears we should be okay. The recipe for these, we can now make a second linen bag as well. We've got enough to do that, but I'm torn between that and a slingshot. If I can make one, I'm not 100% certain whether I turned on class specific recipes or not. However, the recipe for this is that, and the recipe for a slingshot is that with some rope, so I can try it and see. So this has got all of my current smithing stuff in it, which is pathetic, but you know, there we go. That's ready to rock and roll. This is coming up to temperature, and we can grab you out and place you on there, and I would like to start off with a chisel. I'm going to use autocomplete because things I don't, in fact I know I've not got metal recovery, so I'm not worried about this. I'll just let it run through, do its thing, and then here I would like this to be a prospector's pick, because we're going to need to find metals, and we're going to need to find iron, and we're going to need to find all the good things. But right now we need to find a prospecting pick. Again, whether you like, I mean, I'm a big fan of Apache's Napster, mainly because, if we're all brutally honest, the mini game that is smithing gets old real quick. However, what I need to do is pick you up, and I need to pick up you. Well, let's just pop that down. Now I'm fairly certain that this won't pick up if there is a forge there. It won't. So what we do is we take our copper anvil, we take our thing, and we does it have to be the QP? It's a QP chisel. QP QP chisel. Have you changed the recipe on me, QP? The QP chisel requires a pantograph, and that's going to be pantograph we ain't getting anytime soon, but I didn't think it needed to be a QP chisel. They're all QP chisels. What about decorative forge then? That can be any chisel. I suspect the reason is because there is a recovery recipe there. I can at least do that one. That's fine. We'll put the forge, the anvil in there. That's all good. We should now be able to pick up our tent, and I should be able to place our tent. It does consume hunger, so don't think you can do that for free. But it doesn't really matter because, well, apart from the fact I'm walking around with stuff in my inventory, because it's not a huge amount, and food is not a significant issue. But I think we need a nice screenshot, because we now have our tent, and that means that we are truly nomadic. So next episode we will aim to get out into the world and actually do some good. I would like to try and also find some fire clay. That's my next biggie. That is under coal, so we're definitely going to have to. Or I think they said I think bauxite was one of the places that you can find that. So sorry, I thought I saw something moving out. I know it can't be there. We've got 2 more days before monsters spawn, but that doesn't make me any less twitchy. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon, and bye for now.